Hello everybody and welcome to week 5 of the Falinks Draft League Season 6. This week our opponent is the Madrid Mimikyus, which is actually one of the scariest drafts in the league. They've got Sneasler in the season that we should have banned Sneasler. Notoriously one of the most annoying Pokemon to play against. I actually don't think it's the best Pokemon in the draft. I think that title probably belongs to Archaladon or maybe like Ursaluna or Annihilate or something like that. Sneasler's definitely up there at the top though. And it's easily the most annoying Pokemon because of that move Dire Claw. 50% chance to just hit you with some random status. Poison is, kind of annoying for the damage, but you really want to get Paralyze or Sleep, especially Sleep. Sleep is just ridiculous. It can just win you games. In fact, that's how Colin, at least he told me he lost. I haven't seen the game. But he said he just got put to sleep and it was a 3-turn sleep. He also said that he gave me some good information about the Milotic, which I'll get to in a moment. Anyway, the team is Sneasler, Indeedee Male, Meowscarada, Chandelure, Milotic, Ribombee, Exeggutor, Pachirisu, Delphox, and Spiritomb. So the main goal seems to be bring in Indeedee, set up Psychic Terrain so that Sneasler gets stupid fast, and then Psychic Terrain also, enables your Exeggutor Delphox. I don't think Exeggutor comes, I do think Delphox could come. Meowscarada is just fast and annoying, it's probably got Sash, it just live a hit and then hit back hard with either Protean or Overgrow. Both are fine, because if you get hit to Sash, you get Overgrow. Also, there's a case where if you Protean into a different type, you lose your Stab, which is kind of annoying. Chandelure is just, solid Mon. A Fire Ghost type. It's like Typhlosion, but a little bit slower, a little bit bulkier. It doesn't actually mind taking hits because it's got some okay bulk and doesn't use its HP as a resource. Milotic is actually kind of the glue that holds this team together, I think. The big thing about Sneasler is that because you want to be holding that Psychic Seed, or I guess in my case it could be Grassy Seed too, you want to hold that like really badly, which means that you can't hold a Clear Amulet, and that means that you're just Intimidate food. That's like the big thing that, because Colin tried to convince me that Sneasler was good like a long time ago, like when when Home came out, right? But that was also the format that had Landorus T in it. And Sneasler's just walled to shit by Landorus T. Resists both stabs. Sneasler doesn't get like any... I don't think it's Ice Punch. Maybe it does, but nobody runs it. And it just gets Intimidate cycled. And, like, sure, you can get a sleep, but you're not doing any damage, which is how you gotta win the game. But, well, that was before Landorus T was found dead in a ditch, killed by his older brother, Landorus Incarnate. But the thing is, once you remove that Pokemon that really just sort of fucking obliterated Sneasler, I didn't actually expect it to fill the power vacuum as much as it did, and then notoriously we had it ranked too low in ENC Season 4 because of that, because I just didn't expect it to fill the power vacuum that substantially, but it definitely did. I think it really is just the speed stat in a format with no pranksters, right? There's one prankster Tailwind, or I guess there's Whimsicott, Volbeat, and Illumise, which I don't think Volbeat was drafted in this league, but Illumise was. Nobody took... Oh yeah, there was a Talonflame taken. But that's it as far as prankster speed control goes. Yeah, I know people were using Talonflame. Illumise topped a regional in this format. Oh, Murkrow too, but Murkrow is like really... Did anybody take Murkrow here? Is that an A tier? Yeah. Oh, somebody did, and yikes. Murkrow's not good. Yeah, but like I said, Sneasler, and in this format, Sneasler still is Intimidate food. There's just not as good of an Intimidator as Landorus T into Sneasler. The reason Milotic is the glue that holds the team together is because Milotic loves to be intimidated to get that competitive boost. And my team has 3 Intimidates, and I'm actually not bringing any of them because the Milotic is too scary, which means that Sneasler is going to be more of a problem than it should be, because honestly, Salamence is a great Pokemon to just switch in. Like, I would love to do Covert Cloak Salamence, right, and just, like, bring it against the Sneasler. But I can't do it. Anyway, so what I have brought is, I'm starting with Rillaboom. I'm running a Lumberry set. I had AV for a while, but AV really only helps into Indeedee. I guess it helps into Milotic too, but Chandelure was just two-shotting me regardless of whether or not I'm AV. One-shotting me with Fire, two-shotting me with Ghost. Ribombee is... It could come. Actually, I think there's a decent chance it does, but I think I can handle it with other things. Pachirisu, it doesn't really run attacks. Delphox again, but, it's fire, so it's gonna do a shit ton of damage anyway. The AV is nice, but I think I would rather have the Lumberry to cover for a Dire Claw thing or a Milotic Hypnosis, is what Colin told me about. It was Coil, Hypnosis, Melodic. And if I'm not prepared, that could just fucking obliterate me. So I'm going to have a Lumberry for that, I think. Our moves are Woodhammer, High Horsepower, Grass Pledge, and Fake Out. We'll come back to Grass Pledge in a moment. And our EVs put us faster than Max Speed Chandelure, which also covers every Melodic, just to be faster. And then enough attack to kill. We're Terra Ground to resist Poison. I also have tossed around the idea of Terra Poison and Terra Ghost. Poison will make me resist ground, or fighting and, both of them, right? Poison and Ghost are both resistant to Poison, and one of them's immune to Poison, the other one's resist Poison. The difference is that Poison makes me weak to Psychic, and he does have 3 Psychics. And then Ghost makes me weak to Dark and Ghost, which he has 1 of each. I guess also 2 of each if you count Spiritomb, which is not an attacker. So it's just, am I more worried about Expanding Force or am I more worried about Shadow Ball? However, Ground is a bit different because Ground makes me resist Poison, not do anything for fighting. It also makes me weak to Grass. That makes me weak to Water and Ice. I'm already weak to Ice, which is the reason I didn't do this initially. But I do like it because I have High Horsepower, and Terrid High Horsepower is a kill into Sneasler and Chandelure, and probably Delphox too, but I'm not faster than Delphox. So I like that. I am considering going back to Assault Vest though. It doesn't help into Sneasler at all, but it's much better into everything else. Whoops. I'll think about that. Next up we have Hawlucha, Terra Dark for basically just the Psychic spam on this team. There's 3 of them. We have Close Combat, Dual Wing Beat, Throat Chop, Protect. Throat Chop with Terra Dark, is enough to kill Indeedee because Indeedee is notoriously frail and it does like 80% to bulky Chandelure, which is good. And I think it has a role to kill like very fast frail Delphox. Dual Wing Beat's kind of the secret sauce. It'll kill Sneasler as long as it's plus special defense, not plus defense. It'll kill Meowscarada through Sash, and it'll also kill Ribombee through a potential Sash. And then I put Protect. I've also tossed around the idea of Encore in case it is Coil, Hypnosis, Melodic. Oh, dude, I hate it when it does that. But it's only good for that. Even if like the Chandelure or Indeedee sets Trick Room, which he has done, because I do have some information because he's played Colin and Nen over here, and I got like information from both of them. He did go pretty hard in a Trick Room on Nen, but Nen does have Swift Swimmers. My team's, stuff like Clefable is a little bit slower than his guys, so he might not want to do that. Actually, let me see. Milotic, what does min speed Milotic hit? 0, and then make it sassy. 77? How fast is my... Actually, 76, and then... Oh, hell yeah. Wait. I'm gonna do that. Actually, what about -2? 96. Okay, what about somebody slower than Meowscarada? What about Chandelure? Chandelure... Timid, max speed, make it -2. 72. Oh shit, hang on. I'm cooking. Hang on. Okay. Sorry, I just had to cook for a little bit. Okay. Yes. So I can't even Encore Trick Room because it only works with Prankster Encore, and Prankster doesn't work into Psychic Terrain. Because I did really like Sableye, just naturally immune to close combat. Resist poison, and also immune to Fake Out if he does that, but I don't think he does because of Psychic Terrain. And also, the other move that Sneasler probably carries is Throat Chop. Maybe not into me, because I actually don't have much weak to Dark to start with, so that would be really nice for my Terra Ghosts if it doesn't have Throat Chop. The problem is, and Colin agreed with this, is that Sableye, you can set screens, right? Like, that's the nice thing, but Sableye can't do any of the other annoying shit that it likes to do. It can't Quash, it can't Encore, it can't Disable, it can't Will-O-Wisp because of that stupid Psychic Terrain. And I don't know, I didn't like that. I do have Fake Out on Rillaboom because, anytime Rillaboom's in, if the Indeedee's already on the field, he can't get his terrain up, so I do get Fake Out with Rillaboom, and I like that, but Sableye does not have a way to set it for itself. And I just like these Pokemon more. The only, at this point, the one I'd drop was Clefable, and Clefable it feels pretty good into stuff like Meowscarada. It can take a hit from Chandelure and do a ton back. It's just a Gloomon, kind of. It's not like amazing into any one Pokemon here, but it's favorable into enough of them to just sort of trade. Next up we have Empoleon. It's got competitive, but I'm honestly not seeing any way that he could lower my stats, so actually I might switch. I guess it could be Ribombee. Yeah, I think I will still run competitive. Torrent is not as consistent as I'd like it to be. If it was, I've seen people say that they should buff it to be if you're less than half, which would be great here, because the Chandelure I don't think puts me into 1/3, but it should definitely put me into 1/2 range. We have Terraflying Air Slash, one of my old standbys. That's a pretty damn good roll to kill Sneasler that either isn't boosted or has a plus defense boost, which does a ton to Meowscarada. I expect the Milotic to be Terra Grass, so it's favorable into that. Good into Ribombee, good into Executor, and then Water just hits Delphox and Chandelure, which is pretty good. And it's also Stab for all the neutral guys, right? Like, if I'm not Terra, it's just the best move into, like, these guys. And then I have Roost because I can stall out some of the guys. Like, if it's Choice Scarf and DD, which I think he's done before, as a Steel type, I can wall that out. I can basically wall out non-Hypnosis Milotics or Hypnosis Milotics with an asterisk next to it. I can wall out Ribombee, probably wall out Executor. Yeah, definitely, as long as it doesn't get any ground moves, I don't think. Maybe not Delphox, because Delphox actually kind of hits hard. Well, it has to be Specs, that's the caveat on Delphox. Empoleon, we're not Assault Vest, let's take that off. I mean, honestly, I can wall this out, because if it's Life Orb, it's killing itself. Choice Specs I would not be able to wall out. Actually, I kind of can. It comes down to, will he miss a Heat Wave? If he misses a Heat Wave, I can kill it, but if he doesn't miss a Heat Wave, I lose, I think. And I have 8 chances. Oh, that's also doubles, though. In singles, it's gonna fucking obliterate me. Yes. Anyway, I did change the speed, but I'll get to that in a second. Next up is Galvantula. So Galvantula has Thunder, Bug Buzz, Thunder Wave, Protect. I've tossed around this last move, like, a lot. I tried... Colin suggested Sticky Web, just to kind of make the Indeedee and Sneasler and stuff slower. I mean, even then, Unburdened Sneasler at -1 is still fast and everything. But Chandelure and Milotic we get slower than, like, these two, which is valuable, right? However, I do not want to boost Milotic. Giving Milotic a +2 special attack just for free when it enters the field, I don't want to fuck with that. Next up, I tried Terra Blast because I'm Terra Ghost for Fake Out, plus, you know, Ghost is just a great Terra type here. I tried Terra Blast Ghost just to have a move to hit Chandelure. It's alright, but, I mean, Thunder's still 2 shots, right? It's a 2-shot either way. Bug Buzz, or, Terra Blast does not 1-shot Chandelure. Then the move I settled on after that was, String Shot. It hits both, and it's a -2 on both, which is pretty good. If I, like, Protect Empoleon, I can String Shot, like, Chandelure, probably not Milotic, so let's say like, Chandelure, I wouldn't even be faster than Meowscarada. So Chandelure and Indeedee, something like that. Actually, let me see, how fast is Indeedee male? Let's make it not Scarf, let's make it just Modest, though. 147, and then make that -2. 73, I cannot be faster. Oh, I can, yeah. What about Timid? 80? How fast do these guys get? Oh, shit. What did we say min speed Milotic was? There's a gap, isn't there? And then make it Sassy. 77, yeah. Okay, I have some decisions to make. Anyway. String Shot, yeah, but I can still boost the Milotic, but I just don't click it if Milotic's in front. Then I thought of Thunder Wave. It still is the -2 speed. With Compound Eyes, I can't miss. This is also 91% accurate, by the way, with Compound Eyes. This doesn't miss, and also, it's sort of my secret sauce for the Hypnosis Milotic. If it sets up a coil, I know, you know, Hypnosis is coming next. What I should do is I should switch, or even try and just get onto a field where I have one of my 2 guys that can take, you know, any hit. Probably this, but this is also a backup. Honestly, this is... No, this can't take ice hits. So it's really this one. I should get into Empoleon and immediately Thunder Wave my own Empoleon so that I can't be put to sleep. And then, you know, Milotic can never kill Empoleon. And if it's using 2 moves for Coil Hypnosis, what are its attacks, right? Ice Beam, and it needs Ice Beam and Scald, I think, into my team. And that means it can't have Recover. And if it can't have Recover, then Empoleon wins in the endgame with Roost. Like, I can just go to Timer. I like that, and I also like the ability, it's a mid-ground that can do that, and it can also speed control, so I like that a lot. I do have Sash, just because, you know, I can take a hit from Chandelure or an Expanding Force, but I actually match up okay into Sneasler. It doesn't have great moves into me, and Yeah, that's it. This is faster than Adamant Sneasler, which is the same thing that Hawlucha speed hits. They're both faster than Adamant Sneasler. This one's unboosted, and this is even with the boost, because I have a boost too. Although the Jolly Sneasler outspeeds both, which is the problem. Next up, we have Crocodile. This is a Scarf Crocodile, faster than Modest, Scarf, and Indeedee, which, you know, if Indeedee's Scarf, there's no reason not to go Modest. High Horsepower Gunk Shot, knockoff Earthquake. Just 4 good moves, right? High Horsepower, knockoff, hit, I think, everything except the grass types. I guess Red Bombi too, and then all 3 of those are, or all 4 of those are weak to Poison. So I have Gunk Shot with Terra Poison, which I've already said is a defensive type for Sneasler. And then Earthquake, I just think there could be, I mean, I looked at the moves, right? There's not much else. Don't really need a Dragon move or Dragon Tail, because the Trick Room's not consistent. And also, Dragon Tail and Scarf kind of sucks balls. Fighting, not really necessary, because I even toyed around with, when I talked about Encore Hawlucha, I toyed with dropping Close Combat, because it doesn't hit anything that either Dark or Fighting doesn't, or Dark or Flying doesn't hit. It does cover for a Terra Dark Sneasler, but I also like having it just to have an accurate move to click if I need that. This gets Aqua Tail, but I don't need that. Snarl, but I don't want to power up the Milotic. Same thing with Breaking Swipe. There just wasn't much. I guess I could do like Rock Tomb if I want to slow something down, but Crook should be positioned to kill like almost everything except the Milotic, and then like maybe Meowscarada if it has a Sash. But also I don't think anything on my team gets faster than -1 Meowscarada. Meowscarada, make it -1. Is Rillaboom fast? Rillaboom is faster, but that's it. I mean, honestly, this is faster too. Yeah, I think it is better than Earthquake. I was thinking Earthquake I could click next to Hawlucha, but I would rather have Rock Tomb. So that I can kill Meowscarada with this or this. Could be good. If I know that it's Sash, or if I predict Sash. Next up we have Clefable. Like I've said, it's not like, it doesn't win the game by itself like it did last week, but you know, Moonblast, Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball, Follow Me with a Life Orb Magic Guard does tons of damage. Terra Ghost is just defensive for Sneasler, and it also will allow me to pick up a 1-hit KO on Chandelure. Then Thunderbolt 2 shots Milotic with this spread, and Moonblast is just good damage into fucking everything. Fairy is just a ridiculous type. And I've talked about this with I think it was Nen. Fairies are so good, and the fact that there's like maybe 2 good fairies in this entire draft. Basically, once you remove Fluttermane, the entire like Power Void is just gone, right? Look, there's not an, I guess there's an S tier fairy. It's Primarina, and that's because it's because it's fairy that it's S tier. It's not that good otherwise. Clefable, I think, is actually the best fairy in the draft, which is, I guess, a Alola Ninetales, but that's like more of an ice type than a fairy type. Because like Sylveon is around. It was on a team and then it got dropped, but like to me, Sylveon's always not felt like bulky enough, and it's too slow. I mean, Clefable is also a little bit less bulky than I'd like it for my team. Perfectly bulky for the opponent's team, but I'd like it a little bulkier. But it gets healing, which is a big thing that Sylveon does not get. It gets Wish, which doesn't really do much in VGC. It's too passive. Yeah, but I would love to have like 8 move slots on this. I would love to have healing, and I'd also love Protect. I originally did have Protect instead of Follow Me, which I guess I can talk about the original draft of the team. And I would have loved for this to work, because this would be like the ultimate play. But I was gonna whip out the Sissy Hypno. Hypno seems like really interestingly good here because, you know, it's got Insomnia and Inner Focus as abilities. So I could do Inner Focus for Sneasler, but I think Insomnia is better because even if I get Dire Clawed, I can't get put to sleep, which is the most annoying one. The set was Trick Room, Skill Swap, Expanding Force, and then last move I toyed with. I tried Toxic for the Milotic, I tried Protect, I tried Helping Hand, I tried Dazzling Gleam, a bunch of different stuff. The idea was set Trick Room pretty much guaranteed. The only things that threaten me are like Chandelure, which I would just run a Terra Dark for, and then also, you know, Dark moves, which also is covered by Terra Dark. So with Terra Dark, it's guaranteed to get up the Trick Room. Yeah, I don't think there's anything he could do. He would have to predict and go for like Close Combat, Shadow Ball, right, to cover for. Actually, that's just a pin. That's not even predicting. But you know, doubling into my Hypno and letting my other guy do something for free. I don't know. Then, even if the Milotic sets up, or even if the Sneasler gets a lucky Dire Claw, I can just skill swap Insomnia onto my partner, Cure Its Sleep. And that like, I feel like that could win, right? But the problem is, if he doesn't go like all in on hyper offense, he can easily just stall out my Trick Room turns. That's the big thing about Trick Room. I've never loved it in draft because first of all, it's so easy for your opponent to stop you from getting it up if you have like a dedicated team. And then if you have a team with a mode, like I'd never draft a full Trick Room team. I like to draft a Trick Room mode team. At that point, as long as they have Protect on every Pokemon, you really just get 2 workable turns of Trick Room. And then you kind of shit out of luck after it ends, because Hypno is good at setting 1 up, it's not great at setting 2 up. So that's really why I didn't. My slow guys are also not the... Like, they're okay, right? But it's just these 2, and then at the time I was using Room Service Crocodile so that I'm faster outside than, like, Chandelure and Milotic, but inside I'm slower, which was really fun. I don't think that's consistent, though. The big thing is that I wish the Room Service drop would go away when Trick Room's gone. Like, I wish you could be slower in and then... Because right now it's that you're faster outside, and then when it gets set up, you get slower. But then you stay slower. The problem is that my turns were ending, and then Crocodile's still slower. I also thought about Iron Ball to be slower just from the get-go. And then on the last turn of Trick Room, he's probably just going to double protect. I can just fling... it doesn't matter if he protects, because I still lose the item, and then now I'm faster again. That was kind of fun, but the problem is my Crook was just too frail, because I needed a lot of speed to be faster than Chandelure, and then I'm just Iron Balling it all away. It's a really fun idea. I think this is better, though. There's also one thing that I did not touch on, and that's the fact that Empoleon's best Water Stab is already Water Pledge, so I'm not losing anything on this, but I have swapped Rillaboom's third move for Grass Pledge. I've toyed around with U-Turn to hit the Psychic types, which also I think U-Turn probably is the most optimal move, because I don't think he leads in DD. I think he's leading Sneasler plus, like, one of these other guys, right? And then this guy switches to Meow or Indeedee, sets up the Psychic terrain for him, blocks Fake Out. It's just a great switch for him. The idea was that I was thinking that I could U-turn off of it, probably kill Indeedee if it's pretty frail, if it's like fast and especially offensive, and then Hawlucha will tank anything from Sneasler, although the Sneasler probably targets Winston, and then Hawlucha kills with dual Wing Beat as long as I hit. I do like that. I like that, but I think there's also a case to be made for Grass Pledge, because I can combine these Pledge moves and get 4 turns of -4, or not -4, it's actually -6, I think. We can look. So if it's, Swamp makes it 48, and let's see, -6 is 48. Yeah, it's 4 turns of -6 speed on everything, which means that actually stuff like Rillaboom, can outspeed Sneasler, even with Unburden active. Like, look at, what the hell, 86? And that's also adamant, it's gonna be Jolly. 94 is, like, stupidly slow. The problem is that these two can never outspeed, but everybody else outspeeds. Now, the one thing I did think about is that the Spiritomb, and also Delphox, or any real Psychic type, could set Trick Room. And that's not something that I thought about, because I was playing on Trick Room, so I'm like, who cares if he sets Trick Room? I'm slower, because I'm min speed on everybody. That's important. But that's possible. So, to account for that, I want to make... I did change that a second ago, but I want to make these guys base 76 speed, because Milotic, as we looked at a couple times now, Sassy Milotic 0 IV is 77 speed. So I want to be 76 speed, which doesn't hurt me, because my only speed control is the Swamp, which puts him at -6. So, like, even the next fastest guy would be... We looked at Timid Indeedee, which is too slow. It would be max speed, Chandelure. 252, Timid, and then set the Swamp up 30... Wait. Oh, it was for Paralyzed. Yeah, the Swamp were obviously faster than everything, except boosted Sneasler. Yeah, Paralyzed Chandelure. What about Paralyzed Delphox? Probably not, right? He's a little too fast. Yeah, Paralyzed Delphox is faster than Milotic, which... Is it worth it? Honestly, I think it is worth it. I think it's worth it to take a few EVs out of our bulk and do... What is that? 85? We need to be 86. Yeah, I think this is worth it. It makes us a little bit weaker into the Trick Room. But... actually, no. Clefable will have 76. We'll do that for Clefable, but Empoleon will be faster than Delphox, and I think that's also Adamant Sneasler. Get rid of that. -2. 86. Might as well go to 87. It's just one more point. I think this is good. I didn't talk about Choppleberry. That's just for close combat. I can live one without Terra-ing, because I do like to keep my normal typing to wall the Milotic, like I've said. Moxie, basically just the best ability that isn't Intimidate. That was another thing that was nice about the Earthquake, is that if I could even maybe kill my own partner. Another thing to note about Earthquake is that it gets weaker if I have my terrain up, so it's only good in Psychic terrain or no terrain. And then Terra Ghost Shadow Ball kills Chandelure. I think I said that. And then I did drop. I had Protect, but then I dropped it because Protect was better when I was going full Trick Room. Now Follow Me can at least maybe save one of my teammates from a hit. Like maybe if I expect close combat coming into this, I can Follow Me it away, keep Roadhog alive for a turn, and then get a kill. So the only thing I have to consider remaining is this Lumberry AV. I kind of like the Lumberry. I think the Lumberry is probably more consistent. What are the AV would save? It doesn't even save me in Indeedee. Indeedee just dies, right? I'm faster than Indeedee. Let me see. Does Indeedee die in grassy terrain? I'm like almost 236 Jolly. Oh yeah, it does in Psychic terrain, so I don't need to worry about Indeedee. It's Delphox and Chandelure and Milotic, which Milotic dies as long as it doesn't Terra. Delphox, I will kill Chandelure if I Terra Ground, high horsepower, and Delphox is just faster than me, so I have to deal with it in another way. So I like this. I think this is good. I think I could very easily lose this matchup. I think this is... I think I've had a hell schedule. Like, if we look at the schedule, Week 1, Colin, that's brutal. 1.5 times champion. Week 2, Brad, that's an easy one. Week 3, Tyler, a one-time champion. And he also knocked me out of the last real VGC bracket. He's one of my students. Charleville Crobats, that was a relatively easy one. This is one of the best drafts that we rated. Nen, probably the best player here to have not won a league yet. Among these, maybe Elm and Nen are I think the two best players to have not won a league. So I think, and Nen's also I think my favorite to win right now. He's one of the 3 undefeated teams. Minnesota Marshadows, like the best newcomer that we have, just dominating. I guess Emerald City EVs too, but well, actually, it's an interesting case because I was going to say Emerald City EVs is probably just being carried by Dondozo Tatsugiri in a low power format, but the same could be said of Minnesota Marshadows with Archaladon in a low powered format. So we'll have to see what comes of their games. But I do play Minnesota Marshadows, and then last week Raging Rayquazes, which is probably not the most difficult, but. I did sort of hit all 3 parries other than myself, and I hit the two of the strongest newcomers, because Madrid Mimikyus is, oh, they've only lost 1 game, and that was to Nen, right? So like they just hit one of the hardest teams. That's like not even, and they beat Colin too. So like they are pretty damn solid, I think. The stats don't show it because they've only played 3 games along with me, or I've played 4. Wait, what have they not played their week 4? Oh, they have not played their week 4. And they're playing me today, so that's really funny. They're going to play their week 5 before 4. Anyway, I've yapped a long time. We play in an hour, and I got to get the team gen in, so I will do that, and I'll meet back with you in just a minute. Okay. Sneasler by Bombi Meowscarada. Okay, no Delphox. Let's see. Where's this team? No Delphox. Yes, Chandelure. No Milotic? Really? Rybombi is there. No Pachirisu. No Delphox. What the hell? He's not gonna send me the Terrace, is he? Okay. Good luck, have fun. Okay, Caesar's Poison, Rybombi Steel, Meowscarada's Ice, and Didi's Fairy, Chandelure Steel, Spiritom's Fairy. Okay. There is indeed. I'm gonna lead these 2 first. No Milotic changes things. Maybe I don't need Galvantula. This, and then... I'll do Empoleon, I think, for now. I mean, I guess he was afraid of Rillaboom, but I still feel like Terra Grass Milotic kind of schmokes me. Especially if he was... I should have done... I mean, there's no way I was ever doing Intimidate, and he probably recognized that. But... Intimidate would have been really good here. Well, just for Sneasler, not so much for Meowscarada since it's going to crit through. Alright, let's get the calc up. Oh, I need my notes. Where are my notes? Oh my gosh. I just was sitting here with no notebook. Sneasler, Red Bombay, okay. It's Grassy Seed, okay, I was curious about that. And it is faster than my guy. She's a Red Bombay, Meowscarada. Indeedee. Spiritomb. And Chandelure. Okay, so on this turn, I like this, I think. Sneasler's Grassy Seed. Cat, go on, go on. Go on, please. He's not Terra-ing because it would go first. Okay, that's protecting. Is it just double protect? He made me waste my Terra, possibly. Yeah, okay. I still like this play. Because this should still kill even if he's +1 defense, yeah, with the Terra Ground. They both have Protect. There's his Terra. Probably steal Red Bombay. Oh, it's poison? That dies. Why would he Terra? I guess he thinks... Can he kill Rillaboom with Gunk Shot? And it crit. Yeah, I lived that. I lived that. From Jolly, I guaranteed lived that. Oh my god. Alright, well, Sneasler's dead. He's got Meowscarada, Indeedee, Spiritomb, Chandelure in the back. I'm gonna bring in Scarf Guy. Meowscarada is probably... Oh, wait, no. Oh my god. Dude, I was such a genius for putting Rock Tomb. Oh my god, I was such a genius for putting Rock Tomb. Is that Covert Cloak? Okay, I got cooked by Covert Cloak Meowscarada. What? Could be Clear Amulet, I guess, but I think Covert Cloak's more likely. Let's see if this is Shield Dust. Yeah, Shield Dust. I mean, depends on who's in the back. Empoleon could possibly win this. Oh, it's Thunder Punch? Oh, I lived. I don't think I live anymore. Yeah, okay. Thunder Punch. Helping Hand, Polypuff, Protect. That fucking sucks, dude. If Hawlucha lived... Oh my god. The Helping Hand crit through my +1 defense. Let me double check that. Because we know it's Jolly because it's faster. Hawlucha. Throw a Helping Hand on... Same rules. Make it Gunk Shot. Yeah, because I'm at +1. Yeah, guaranteed 100% crit mattered. I mean, I did the same thing again. Bring a Fighting Resist in the back. I mean, Galvantula is useful. No, I still like these four, though. I mean, if anything, maybe dropping Empoleon for Galvantula, but I think as long as I mean, if I had just not gotten crit, it was fine. It's the problem. But we know Meowscarada is not Sash now. Which probably means it's on Ribombee. Gonna check Hills. Spiritomb Chandelure. Alright, this is probably Trick Room. Question is it Protect on the Chandelure? What are the Terras here? Spiritomb's Fairy, Chandelure's Steel. Let's hope it's not Protect. I hope... Oh, fuck, Trick Room is pretty bad. I do have Empoleon. Empoleon's pretty good, though. Okay, good. No Protect. Flame Body! Dude, you're fucking kidding me. This guy's the luckiest piece of shit ever. This guy, dude. Yeah, burned, I don't kill Meowscarada. Alright, let's tank a triple axle. Here's a Terra. I didn't even look at what the Meowscarada could because I got tilted. It's ice. That's fine. Come on, into Empoleon. Yes. Oh my god. Outplayed the shit. This doesn't kill. Is this the last? No, there's 2 turns of trick. 3 turns, okay. Protect. Protect switch. Then he'll... I think this is good. This is good. Because next time I kill the for sure the Meowscarada is protecting here. Yeah, easy protect read. Cool. Water Pledge. Actually. Trick Room ends next turn. I'll get Woodhammer. Somebody's taking a Water Pledge. Okay, no Sneasler. I'm Lumberry. Left. Oh wait, no, that's from the grassy terrain. Watch this. He's protecting the Ribombee. You're about to learn today. Pain Split. Trick Room. Will-O-Wisp. And then Foul Play. Ribombee is Terra Steel. Okay, I'm fine with this. That covers for the Terra Steel. Maybe I should have killed the Spiritomb, because he could just reset Trick Room. Nope. Womp womp. what Terra type's the Spirit Tomb? It's Steel, so it doesn't change anything. That's one for Empoleon. Let's combine pledges again. That's one for Empoleon. No Trick Room for him. I thought he might try and protect Trick Room. I'm actually curious, does that reset the turns? Probably not. Yep, it does not. I don't even need to do anything with Rillaboom. Cool, that's the third one for Empoleon. Okay, so Sneasler, Ribombee, Indeedee, Meowscarada, Spiritomb. What should I lead? Into that lead that he just brought. Wait, actually, I think I could just lead Crocodile. As long as I don't lead Rillaboom. Crocodile. I think Crocodile Clefable. And then do I want Rillaboom or do I want Galvantula? Rillaboom is pretty bad into everything. It really is just enabling Hawlucha, which is pretty good into most things. But is Galvantula throwing? This is the most important decision. Tracer is slower than Meow. Does Tracer live Triple Axle? With Protein... Oh, it's with Helping Hand, it doesn't. No Swamp here. So the Swamp is like the best reason to bring Rilla, but like everything else is kind of spec to beat Rilla. He's got a Bug type, a Poison type, a Ice type move, and then a Fire type, and then a Burner. I would love to see the Trick Room mode again. Okay. Let me just think. Yeah, I like this. That's why I brought Clefable, because I can redirect away the Moonblast or Pollen Puff or whatever it is. Ribombee has not shown its last move. Caesar's only showed Gunk Shot and Protect as well. And this is only possible because I saw that it was Grassy Seed game 1. That means I know that he can't boost his own speed with his Psychic Seed. It's within my hands. Somebody's taken a ground move here. Meowscarada. Let me take that. Is it Pollen Puff? Okay. Yeah. Nothing. I'll switch to this. And Moonblast that. If you redirect Pollen Puff away from the partner, it should be, it should heal you, because it was aimed at the partner, right? You wouldn't shoot a hurting ball, you would shoot a healing ball at your partner. It's not like a smart move, it's you choose which one to do. Alright, come on, Galvantula. Helping Hand. Hopefully it's not into Clefable. It is into Clefable. Or with that could be aimed at Galvantula. Come on, Tank. Yes! That's so good. That's somebody new. That's Indeedee. Why the fuck would you go Indeedee? It's probably Psychic Seed. Yes. Bugbutt still does like 66%. Okay, so let me think about my endgame. Do I just sack Clefable? Yeah, probably. Oh, I could switch to Roadhog. I like this. Because it's for sure going to be... He probably just ignores the Clefable and attacks the Galvantula, breaks Sash, and then pops Expanding Force. Here's a Terra. Indeedee is Terra Fairy. High Horsepower should kill. Yeah, High Horsepower kills after any amount of chip. It just needs 10%. Tailwind. Yup. I think I just sacked Clefable again. Tailwind was the last move. Clefable's going down. What is this going for? Probably a Hyper Voice? Expanding Force again. Okay. You come in. Two turns of Tailwind left. I think I just go for Double Protect. If I get it, I win. Fuck. Yeah, why would I get any luck in this game? E-Force. This is the last turn of Tailwind. I still have my Terra. I gotta go for a risky Terra here. Show me no Expanding Force. Show me a Fairy move. should have gone for a move that kills Sneasler. That did a lot. No expanding force, please. Fuck, dude. Okay, whatever. Whatever. I don't know why he just kept clicking the move that's resisted on one and the other one's immune to it. Maybe I should have protected, it doesn't matter. I can crit Sneasler. I can win if I crit Sneasler. Crit me, great. Why would you switch? Why would you switch? Why would you switch that on the turn that I was going to attack it? Protect one. I can still win with a crit. There's fucking Helping Hand. He's got on everybody. It's jolly. Give it a Helping Hand. There is a roll that I live this. And it's going to go to -1 and die. I just have to get the roll where I live. I died to Expanding Force. There's no way I'm faster.